Hey guys, it's ZD here, and I'm super excited to be going over something today that I really want to answer a question that so many people ask me. You know, I get messages all the time from clients of mine, from people messaging me, and it's always a very similar question. How do I have this much certainty? Like, how did I develop this identity that I have in order to grow my business? And I want to kind of go a little bit deeper on this and kind of show you what I truly believe it's going to take for you to go to the next level in your coaching business. Because I truly believe the person you are right now, if you are not creating abundance, if the person you are being right now is not creating success, getting clients in, you got to change your personality. And if you change your personality, you will change your personal reality. And that's what I needed to understand. I always call myself ZD, like I do at the start of every one of these videos. But ZD is an identity that I decided to write down. It's the person I decided to say, I want to become someone. I want to become confident. I want to become loud. I want to become certain. And I wrote down all the characteristics that I wanted to be in my life when I wasn't those things. You know, I wasn't loud. So I said, I need to become loud. And this was years ago when I developed this. And I realized Zach got me so far. And Zach was caring. Zach was nurturing. Zach wanted to please. But the reality was ZD was the opposite. And I know every single part of you have the opposite of part of yourself. If you're a pleaser right now, I also know you're a leader on the opposite side. If you are super nice and you're very kind, I know there's a darker side to you as well. We've got to understand that we both have parts of ourselves. And a lot of the times we disown these parts of ourselves because of our childhood, because things that have happened in our past. And all of a sudden we were mean once to someone or certain with something and someone calls us out for it or says, hey, don't be like that. And all of a sudden we learn not to be that behavior. So what I decided on being, because I really looked at all these people when I first started my coaching business and I was like, I want certainty. That was the one thing that I wanted because I felt like I wasn't that. I wasn't confident. I wasn't direct. And that's what I really wanted. So what I did was I literally looked at a few people that I wanted those traits from. And the reason I was attracted by those traits is because those traits are inside of me as well. Just like right now, if you're watching this video and you like certainty, you like confidence, you like energy, then the reality is, and you're not being that, I know this is triggering you inside to say, I know I am that. And I know right now when you start being more certain or you start mimicking being more certain in your videos and your content, it's going to come across probably a little bit feeling it's not fully connected right now. And I truly believe when you're going from your old self, that's the one that's very kind and pleaser-ish and all that, to the leadership self, it's going to be a bumpy road. It's not just saying, hey, I'm going to decide to be confident right now and I'm going to be confident. There's a lot more to it. You got to develop and train yourself to be this version of yourself that you want to be. You know, think about like this. I've been coaching for up to 10 years now. Probably in the last 5 years, I've probably been on calls, coaching, doing events, running webinars, doing all of this stuff. So pretty much 8 to 10 hours of every single day I'm in this state. Right now what I'm in. So this state that I'm in right now is very comfortable. It's very, very comfortable to get into. My wife always says all the time, I can be really relaxed and calm with her, and I'll go on the balcony to answer someone's question through a voice recording or something, and she's like, you switch so fast. The reason I switch so fast is because I've literally conditioned my nervous system to go into absolute unstoppable certainty at any given moment. Because I step into ZD. That's my identity name. When I say I'm going to be ZD when I speak, that's who I step into. And it's as fast as me changing my jumper right now, but it wasn't before. You know, I remember when I first started being this confident person and stepping into confidence, it really didn't feel like it was me. And this is what people say, oh, that's not really you. Well, it is me. You develop yourself. But when you've shoved down this other side of you, this confident version of you so much, all of a sudden it's going to feel really weird and not feel like it's you. But think about it, if you meditate and you visualize and you're like, I'm not a meditation person, but you start doing it over and over again, you'll develop yourself to being a meditation person. But there's a transition point that happens. So I remember for about 2 years when I decided on really learning about looking at what other people's traits are and really embodying that within myself by practicing it. You know, I used to stand up in a room at home with no one there when no one was watching any of my stuff and pretend I was speaking with absolute confidence. I would act like I was the most confident person ever, and it just felt really weird at the time. But after I did it over and over and over and over again, you develop it into who you really are. These traits, you really feel like it's, that's not me being fully confident. I'd rather keep wearing what most people are wearing. I'm not good enough. You are good enough, but you've chosen to wear something that's false, right? That's what we're doing every single day. I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. This is what people are freaking wearing, and the reality is you are good enough and you are deserving, but people are wearing these bullshit labels. And these labels literally condition our life. Whatever label you choose to wear, it governs your entire system. So I decided I'm the most confident person in every room. And at the start, it didn't feel like it was me, but over time it did. So I remember for 2 years when I really wanted to build this identity in of being ZD, I used to go down to the park for 2 years. It was with this company that I used to work for. And we used to go down every single morning, even on the weekends. I would literally go down to the park and I would literally say these affirmations with such intensity of who I was. I'm the most certain person in every room. I'm the most certain person in every room. I would literally say this over and over again. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I would just say it over and over again. I would do it and I'd scream it. I do it every single day for 2 years. What do you think that's going to do? This is what people are doing inside their mind. Oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm not deserving. They're doing it unconsciously. And you're wondering why they're developing uncertainty and not feeling good enough. I feel like your habits that you do every day are going to build you. I had to build ZD. And ZD, who I built, this confident version of me, is the business identity that I'm in. So when I finish working and finish this filming and finish my day for the day, I'm going to go hang out with my son. I'm going to be I'm going to be a father. I'm going to be a husband. And I'm going to be more relaxed and calm. But if there's something in business, I'm going to switch on this other identity instantaneously. Why? Because I've trained it. And you have to train it. You have to train who you want to be. You can't expect to be unstoppably confident when you freaking say, oh yeah, I'm unstoppably confident. I'm going to do it today. No, I have to do it for years on years on years, and it gets more developed as you do it. You have to build yourself. Don't accept yourself for who you are. This crap around be yourself and grow a business is bullshit. Be your best self. Because being yourself is freaking bullshit. You shouldn't accept yourself with like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to stay the same. No, develop yourself. Be the best self you can be, because that's what's going to actually change people's lives. That's what's going to grow your business. That's what's going to lead on sales calls. That's what's going to literally get on these videos that I'm doing and lead instead of please. That's what's going to change everything for you. It's about developing, writing down the traits that you want and not saying, oh yeah, I'm just going to become these traits. No, you've got to condition them every single day through affirmations, through saying to yourself over and over again, what would ZD do in this situation? And you get yourself into that confident state over and over again. Now, right now, I can just be Zach. And I can chill out and we can meditate and do that. Or I can be ZD and absolutely own it. They're both me. And they've both got conditioning. I've conditioned myself. Most people condition themselves with their shoulders over. I'm not good enough. I'm not. This is their bullshit. And they literally think that that's them. The wounded self. It's time to become the higher self. It's time to become the best version of you. And this is one of the biggest things that we do with all of our clients. We literally build them from the inside out. Because I know if we don't change your identity of who you are and the person that you see yourself as, you're not going to make money. Like if you see yourself as I'm not a person that makes money, well, the reality is you're probably not going to be a person that makes money because you see yourself as that. Like for instance, when I became a father, it was a new identity that I was starting to wear, right? Because I wasn't a father before. Then I became a father. Did anything in my body change when I became a father? No. But how I saw myself changed. And you've got to start seeing yourself as a wealthy person. You've got to start seeing yourself as an abundant person. You've got to start seeing yourself as attractive. You've got to start seeing yourself as deserving. And all of a sudden, when you start seeing yourself like that, your whole identity changes. I wasn't a confident person. I am. I am a confident person. I wasn't a person that would show up and be loud. I am loud. And I love being loud. I love being certain. You have to be it and you have to choose. You choose it first and then you embody it with a routine conditioning process every single day. If you want help on this, send me a message. I'd love to help you out. I've got a whole team of coaches that I literally train on doing this over and over again. But this is not an easy process. But if you want more success, you want to become a multi-millionaire, well, the reality is you got to do what's hard. And it's not really doing things out there, is it? It's stepping into who you know you can be and then going out there and delivering it. You know, you'll get rewarded financially. You'll get rewarded with everything that you want. Validation in the public. If you practice this person that you want to be in private. And I'm telling you, you have what it takes to become successful. I was a person who was literally broke, come from a country town, didn't have any money, didn't have any confidence. Look, I'm a multi-millionaire now. I can do whatever I want. I literally have clients that have been full for the last 5 years. And it comes from the mindset. It comes from the ZD. And I'm telling you right now, you can have this as well. I'm no different. But I know it's going to require one thing. I look back on my journey and it required time on myself. And if you don't have that time on yourself and you don't invest in yourself, the reality is you're going to stay in the same situation. And you know this, right? It's the reason why you're watching this. But if you want confidence, you want power, you have to decide on it now. You have to really go through that caterpillar to butterfly process and everything will move your way. Guys, that's my message for you today. People always ask me that and I've just answered the question. Choose who you want to be and form your business identity and be that every day and you'll make as much money as whatever you want to make. I'll talk to you all very soon.